Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are good and fine. Today we will be concluding the chapter Animal Classification. I know you have come a long way, and the chapter is going to conclude with 2 phylum. You have already seen all the major phylum of the non-chordates and phylum Chordata in detail. Today we begin with the phylum Hemichordata. As you know, hemi means half or semi. So these organisms have a vertebral column or a backbone which is placed partially in their body. Let us see their characteristics. Body of these animals are divided into proboscis, collar and trunk. The notochord is present only in the proboscis, so that is the reason why they are called hemichordates, half chordates. They are also called acorn worms. They are marine, that is, they live in seawater, and you will find them in burrows in the seabed. Like chordates, they too have pharyngeal gill slits. They are either unisexual or both the male and female reproductive organs are present in the same animal. So we use the term hermaphrodites. You will be learning 2 examples, Balanoglossus and Saccoglossus. We will be particularly remembering Balanoglossus because it is a connecting link between the chordates and non-chordates. It shows characteristics of both the non-chordates as well as the chordates. We will be starting with the last phylum, that is phylum Chordata, our own phylum. The phylum Chordata is very vast and is divided into 3 subphyla. We will be seeing some animals first and we will be comparing them with ourselves. The first organism is Doliolum and the next organism is Herdmania. Do you find any similarities with these animals? No. As we progress, we will find some similarities with these animals with respect to fishes. So the next animal is Amphioxus. And towards the end we will be seeing a typical vertebrate body plan. If you observe carefully, you will find how the notochord is placed on the dorsal side, that is at the back, how the brain is placed at the head region, pharyngeal gill slits near the neck region, and intestines in the ventral side. So all these are plans that are followed while constructing a chordate body in the animal kingdom. As told to you before, phylum Chordata is divided into 3 subphylum. Subphylum Urochordata. Uro means tail. So urochordates have got the notochord in the tail region only. They are marine Body is covered by a tunic. Tunic is a covering. Notochord present only in the tail region of larvae. Larval forms are the tiny forms, just like worms. They look like worms when they emerge out from the eggs. They are generally hermaphrodites, and we have already seen the first two examples, Doliolum and Herdmania. Next we come to the second subphylum, Cephalochordata. Cephalon means head. They are small fish-like marine animals. Notochord present throughout the body length. Pharyngeal gill slits present, and they are unisexual animals. Children, if you notice, they are slowly progressing towards the typical vertebrate plan. Example, Amphioxus. We come to our own subphylum, that is Vertebrata. We are also called Craniata because we have a bony cage called cranium which protects our brain. In vertebrates, the notochord gets replaced by vertebral column. See children, when you are inside your mother, in the embryonic stage, the notochord is present on the dorsal side of the body. But as the baby develops inside the mother, say within 3 to 4 months of development, slowly the notochord gets replaced by a bony vertebral column. The brain is protected by a bony cage called cranium. What is the other term for cranium? Yes, skull. The endoskeleton that we have inside our body is bony, and in some fishes you will find it is cartilaginous. That is shark, ray fish. They do not have bones, but they have something called as cartilage. It's a tissue that you have learnt in 9th standard. You all know that subphylum Vertebrata is divided into 6 classes. Can you name them? Yes. Cyclostomata, Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves and Mammalia. Very good. Now try to attempt this assignment, assignment number 7. The last assignment from this chapter. After you finish writing the 7th assignment, just check whether you have attempted all the assignments numbering 1 to 7. Write it down in your notebook and keep your notes ready. Thank you. Bye.